Hi, Marilyn here with Cotton and Chocolate. I'm back with block 12 for Plum Fusion, and this is October. So now we're ready to do our piecing. So the first thing that we're doing is our flying geese. And so with flying geese A, we're making a set with fabrics 2 and 10. And this is our flying geese A. So you can see the fabrics right here, and you'll get 4 of those. And of course, you know that we're cutting these down to 2.5 by 4.5 inch. But I wanted to let you know that in flying geese B, there is an error in the instructions. You're going to be using fabric 12, not fabric 5, I believe it says. And that's for your base. So that's that pretty rose fabric. So it's fabric 12 is your base and fabric 9 as the squares. And so that's flying geese B. And then you'll get 4 of those also. And you're going to be piecing all of those together, such as this. And I piece that with this one on top so that I can see my intersection. So I just piece a little bit to the raw edge so that I don't cut off that point. And then I press to flying geese B. And those will be set in here, and you can see this in the block here, going all the way around the block, around that center unit. Those are your flying geese. Okay, next you're going to be doing our half square triangles, and those are with fabrics 2 and 7. And you'll get 4 each of those squares, and those will yield 8 half square triangles, and those are cut to 2.5 inches. So those are our half square triangles. You're going to put those together with a 2.5 inch square of our fabric 1. So when you put those together, point it together, and then our fabric 1s on each side, such as that. I've already pieced one together here, and those will go in each of our corners around each side like this. And you can see that also in the block here, okay? And we've made a lot of those corner units up till now. And then the last bit that we'll be doing is our center. So you'll be taking one of our 2.5 squares of our fabric 10. I'll just kind of pull this apart. And then we have our 1.5 by 2.5 inch rectangles from fabric 7. And then our 1.5 inch squares from fabric 1. So I've already sewn these onto our rectangle here. So we'll sew those rectangle onto the center, sew on our squares, and then put those together like that, okay? I pressed out to the 1.5 inch square, or you could press it in and then these out and in, however you choose, just so that they nest. So we'll get our centers made. That's like a little 9 patch. Okay, once you have that made, then you can sew on your flying geese to the side, and then you would sew on your corner squares to these ends, and then put that together. So the part that, and you can see how, that diagram up here, your 3 top, your center row, and your bottom row, okay? The thing that you do need to pay attention to are these intersections right here, your half square triangle point, and then your point here for your flying geese. So you would need to pin those in that intersection on this side and on this side so that you make sure that those points match, okay? And then we have, that's the last of our overall blocks, except for we have one more center block to make, which is on page 13 that we'll be doing next this month, and then we'll have all of our star blocks made. So I'll see you in a minute, and we'll be making page 13. Thanks.